Martin here, founder of Shift Speaker Training and author of the Presentation Profits Blueprint. Welcome back to the Speaker's 14-Day Challenge. Here we are at day number, what are we up to? Day 7. Day 7, it's a bright and happy Monday morning. I hope you're having a lovely Monday wherever you are. It's probably Monday afternoon by the time you watch this, but it's great to connect with you. And I hope you saw my post on the weekend saying make sure you had a break if you weren't already having one. So that's great to have you back. As we know, inside the Speakers Challenge, what I'm doing is going through the 10, these are big mistakes that most speakers make, which has their income remain capped and their impact also remain capped. Their reach is really reduced by not kind of implementing the things that we're talking about as we go through the series here. So today what I want to do is share with you, I think this could be one of the biggest mistakes. It's a crucial and critical one, especially if you are running your own events. Now, are you running your own events? So trying to fill rooms yourself, trying to get bums on seats, if you will. If you are, then today's secret is going to make such a huge impact for you. You see, I know that probably the single biggest problem that most speakers have is not investing time, energy, and money in building their community. Now, you'll notice I use the word community, not the word list. A lot of people talk about build your list, build your list, build your list. If you're a speaker, it isn't a list that you want. It's not just a list of names and email addresses. What you want is a community, a group of people who are wanting to show up to your Facebook pages, to read your emails, to participate, to attend your events, because they feel like they belong to something. You see, the economy has changed. I believe these days, if you're in information marketing, it's no longer enough to have a list of people and just send stuff out to them. We get so many emails, we get so much mail, we are bombarded with marketing messages all the time. We really need to be looking at a different level where we're developing relationships. And even beyond this, gone are the days when people would spend money with you if they believed that you could help them. You know, not even 2 or 3 years ago, I think we were seeing inside the speaking industry and inside events that, when the economy was booming, people had money in their pockets, credit was easily available. If people thought you could help them, they would spend money with you to try it out. That has all changed. I can guarantee you of that. In this sort of winter economy, in these uncertain economic times, we've noticed inside of seminars that people are no longer spending money to see. They are now only going to spend money if you've already helped them. That's what I'm seeing more and more. Now, our conversion rates at events and people coming along to our events have grown and built year on year. And I'm sure that's because from the very beginning, our model has been give, give, give. Be incredibly generous with information. Share information that people can apply for free. And if they get a result with that, then they'll want to spend money with you to take it to the next level. I believe you need to be thinking information is free, people are paying for implementation. Does this make sense? So we really need to foster one of the great feminine sources of power as we move into this new economy. And one of those feminine sources of power, whether you're a man or woman, you need to be able to tap into this, and that is generosity. I believe in order to build a great community, you need to be wildly generous with your information. And as people build a relationship with you, then they will spend money with you once they've already had a little bit of a result. If they get a bit of a result, they go, wow, this works for me. So they'll want to continue to learn from you and to continue to grow with you because they've got a relationship. Is this making sense? So here's the key. To build a great community, there are 2 factors in a great community. Number 1 is getting names on the list, right? So you do need to have a system for getting names on the list, and that's going to be the topic of this video. Number 2 is you need to build relationship with that list. You need to build a relationship, and that will be the topic of our next video, which we'll be releasing tomorrow on day 8, okay? So let's have a look at how do you get names on your list. Well, it's a very simple procedure, okay? A very simple procedure indeed. First thing you need to do is give something away in return for contact details. Now, you will have seen this happen all over the internet. If you've ever been to an opt-in page, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you've never seen an opt-in page, I highly recommend you go and check out our opt-in page. It converts incredibly well. I think it's converting at the moment at around 36-37%, which is not bad. So if you go to, shiftspeakertraining.com/blueprint, shiftspeakertraining.com/blueprint. Go and have a look at our opt-in page. Look at the video, the text that's there, the way it's laid out. That is converting incredibly well. And please feel free to model it. Don't copy it directly, right? Don't copy the text, but feel free to model it inside your niche. And what you'll discover there is what's called an opt-in page or a squeeze page, where I am offering a free gift, which happens to be a chapter from my upcoming book, The Presentation Profits Blueprint. I'm offering a free gift in return for you giving me your name and email address. Now, what this does, when people download that chapter, they are wowed with the level of quality of information that is included there. They're really shocked. In fact, people have written me testimonials after the fact. Had one person write in telling me that they'd sold $1,500 worth of products from stage just from my blueprint that they downloaded, right? Isn't that incredible? It's absolutely incredible. Now, they never paid me any money and already they've made money. Now, do you think that person is more likely or less likely to spend money with me after that, having got a result already? Much more likely, you see, because they've got a result, they know my stuff works, they think, gee, if I got that for free, imagine what's going to happen when I spend a little bit of money. Now, the next logical step for most people inside of our community is to attend Presentation Secrets. Now, this is the other thing you can think about doing in terms of building relationship, which we'll talk more about tomorrow. But we offer Presentation Secrets. It's a full, jam-packed, content-rich training day, right? A full day where people walk away from that day wowed with the amount of information that they've learned and that they can action inside their business. One person, David Hunter, for instance, came along to that one day, went out and in 2 webinars the next week, made over $50,000 worth of sales, and he had never sold from a webinar in his life before. So again, it's a day that is so rich in information, but the price point is tiny in comparison. So here in Australia, it's $97. In the UK, it's £67. So it's a tiny price point for the overwhelming amount of information that you get. So see what I'm talking about here? There's a theme, which is be wildly generous with people. Be wildly generous with the quality of information that people can get from you for a low amount or for free. And that will create a level of trust with you. It will invoke reciprocity, and eventually you'll be rewarded. I believe in this new economy, wealth is the reward of being generous and helping to people get results before they've even paid you. Does this make sense? It's changed. Things have changed. So, in the first part here of building your list, there's a few things you need. So this brings us to our project for today, okay? Number 1, remind yourself, who are your target market? I keep harping on about this, but if you don't understand your target market, you can't create a great opt-in gift, okay? So who are your target market? Question number 2, this will sound familiar. What is their biggest problem? What is their biggest problem? Write it down. If you're in the expat niche, let's say, one of our high-end clients at the moment is teaching expats. If you're in the partners of expats, if you're the partner of an expat, your biggest problem is that you've just moved country and you don't know anybody. You feel isolated and alone, yeah? So her opt-in that she's put together solves that biggest problem. So what's the biggest problem of your niche? And then third question is, what are you going to give them for free? It could be a free report. It could be a free guide. It could be one of my students gives away a list called 97 places or 107 places to find funding in Australia. Right? That's a great list for entrepreneurs wanting funding. So you could give them a list. You could give them videos. People love videos these days. It could be an audio series. It could be a book. You just need to ask yourself, what can you give them for free that solves that biggest problem? Give it a good title, and then the fourth step is to build an opt-in page, and any good web designer will be able to do that for you very inexpensively if you ask the right questions. So build an opt-in page so that you give that gift away for free in return for the contact details of that person. So your project, number 1, what is your target market? Number 2, what's their biggest problem? Number 3, what gift can you create for it? And number 4, make a plan for getting that free gift built into an opt-in page so that you can send your community, you can send traffic to that opt-in page to start building your community. And in tomorrow's lesson, we're going to have a look at how to build the relationship with those people on your list so that when it comes to filling events, you've got hundreds, if not thousands of people ready to say, yes, I want to attend. So just a little reminder about our competition. All you got to do to enter the competition is shoot a quick video response to one of the videos over the course of the challenge. And you could go in the running to win 2 free tickets to our Presentation Secrets event, which I was just telling you about, and my free book, The Presentation Profits Blueprint. All you got to do is film that little response, put a link to it here as one of the comments on the blog. I look forward to hearing how you're going with the challenge. Please share your comments below the video, and I'll see you tomorrow.